What's going on, guys? Dawko back again. Hope you're fantastic today. And yeah, I'm still in LA. This is a couple of days after the movie premiere, the best night of my life. And I got the popcorn bucket and it's beautiful. So yeah, I am in my hotel room, guys, so bear with me if I'm not as loud as I am because I'm shy, just in case people can hear me. I don't know. Do you guys see my suit as well? Also, the lighting is the best I can do, guys, so I'm sorry, but hope you guys can see this. These are my trousers of the Withereds, and then behind me are the toy animatronics on my jacket. I had like a vision where I have the toys at the top, brand new and shiny, and then the Withereds are like down below, they're like looking up. But yeah, can you guys see that? I don't know. I think you can. Hold on. I've got pictures anyway if you can't see it, but yeah. I had a really good time, and yeah, I really like my suit, and now the sun's in my face, so fantastic. Now, is that too bright? Oh my God, guys, help me out here. I don't really know where to go. And the reason why I'm sat on the floor, guys, instead of the chair is because I don't have a stand for my camera, so just bear with me. Yeah, maybe you guys see the suit better now. Got Withered Bonnie, Withered Chica, Withered Freddy, Foxy on the side as well. And okay, you can see the back better now, look. Mangle, Toy Freddy, Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie. So yeah, I was really happy with it. I'm gonna shut up now and talk about the movie and my little spoiler review. So yes, guys, this is a spoiler review. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, don't watch this video, please. Because I've got some big things to discuss about the movie, some really cool things that happen in there. And yeah, just my little review. Also, guys, please remember that this is my opinion on the movie. I do have a few little talks, so don't get mad at me, please. They're not even bad because I love the movie, and it's better than the first movie, which is what I wanted. I wanted the second movie to be better, and it is better. So you know, that's the most important thing to me. Obviously, this movie has some flaws with the plot and stuff, which we're going to talk about, but it's better than the first movie. It's scarier, it's bigger and bolder, and I'm so happy that Blumhouse and Scott and Universal took that risk to do that for the movie, and they listened to the fans and stuff. So yeah, that's the most important thing, and they did that, so yeah. All right, guys, we've got to kick it off with the intro of the movie. The intro for the Fnaf 2 movie is one of my favourite parts of the whole movie. It was absolutely crazy. So yeah, we get a flashback to 1982 at the original Freddy's location with the boat ride, and we see Charlie. This isn't a summary video, guys, so I'm not going to talk about everything. But yeah, Charlie's there with young Vanessa, young Charlie, and yeah, her favourite animatronic is the puppet, which is obvious. And she witnesses William Afton try and kidnap a kid, and she tries to save him, and she does successfully, but the parents don't listen to her. So she goes up to a bunch of parents and they're like, oh, help, 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 this kid's been kidnapped, I need help, and then none of them listen. And that is the main reason why Charlie is vengeful against adults, because nobody listens to her. And you know, they're the main reason why she dies, let's be real. I know it's William Afton. William Afton's the killer, I know. But she takes out her rage and revenge on the adults who don't listen to her. When she's asking for help, they just ignore her and tell her to, you know, shut up and just move on. You know, which is sad, really. It's sad that nobody listened to her. And yeah, the scenes with Yellow Rabbit, William Afton as Yellow Rabbit in that scene are iconic. Especially when Charlie is in the kitchen with William Afton and the kid. I don't know what William Afton's doing in there, by the way. We all were like thinking that he was cleaning his knife because he did kill the kid, but he didn't. Also, I don't know what the hotel's thinking, by the way, that I'm talking about stuff like this. Like, so Charlie does manage to save him, which is really cool. But unfortunately, she gets chased down by the Yellow Rabbit, right? And the scene of her trying to escape and Yellow Rabbit is behind her is so intense, it's crazy. Yeah, that was really, really intense, and the music and the noises, the sound in that part was so cool. So she gets out onto the stage and she manages to save the boy. But yeah, unfortunately, guys, and this was really, really shocking to me. She collapses, well, she screams at everybody in a rage, and I'm wondering why did she do that? Is it because nobody listened to her? Yes, but also she collapses down onto the puppet opening, the trapdoor opening, whatever you want to call it, and she's got stab wounds in her back by the yellow rabbit. When I saw that, my face, you know, pure cinema. It's kind of crazy that William Afton goes back. He's like, oh God, what do I do now? And he opens the trap door, and Charlie gets, you know, falls down the trap door. And yeah, I thought at that point she was just going to get hidden in the box or something like that, to hide the evidence or whatever. But I do think that's what William Afton's intentions were. He was going to open the trap door, and Charlie was going to fall down into the box, and he was going to hide the evidence, right? But the puppet, her favourite animatronic, her favourite character, because they have a connection. That's what Charlie says. The puppet lifts her up and holds her, and all of the parents and all the kids are like, what the heck is happening? But yeah, I think that is an iconic Fnaf scene. I really like that. I know some people are probably going to be like, what is going on? When they see that, the critics and stuff, who don't really know about Fnaf, I don't know. But it was iconic. It was iconic, and I really enjoyed that. And of course, when that happens, we hear the iconic Fnaf theme once again, with the 8-bit intro, which I'm really glad that they did again, and they remixed the original song. It went hard, and I really enjoyed it. And yeah, that intro was great once again. Like I said, guys, I'm not going to talk about everything in the movie because we're going to be here for hours. I could talk about this movie for hours. But yeah, I just want to say, then it cuts to Piper Rubio, Josh Hutcherson, and Elizabeth Lail, the original characters from the first movie, and they all did great throughout the movie. They did amazing. So yeah, not much to say other than they're fantastic. We'll talk about some of their scenes later on, but yeah, they're great, and the humour between them, they've all got great chemistry between each other. Like Vanessa and Mike's date, that was super funny, and you know, they click. The chemistry between all of them are fantastic, and yeah, there's not much more I can say other than that they were great, as always, and yeah, we'll talk about them later on. Now, one of my other favourite moments in this movie is Lisa and the paranormal investigators who go to the Fnaf 2 location. I think all of that was absolutely fantastic. McKenna did great. She's amazing. And all of the other paranormal investigators did great too. And Freddie Carter as Michael Afton. Can we please talk about Freddie Carter? How amazing he was. He's so cool and respectfully very creepy as Michael Afton. His acting was so good. Probably one of my favourite characters in the movie, guys. Michael Afton in during that moment at the Fnaf 2 location. He's very cool, very sus, and I think everybody straight away was like, yeah, that's Michael Afton. As soon as he introduced himself, he said, McKenna, as Lisa said something like, this is Mike, and he goes, Michael, my name's Michael actually, or something like that, and everybody was like, yeah. That is Michael Afton, it has to be. That is no coincidence. So yeah, Freddie Carter, if you ever watch this, you did phenomenal. And I am very glad that you're probably going to return to the Fnaf 3 movie. So yeah, I feel like your character is very interesting. Again, we'll talk about that later on. But yeah, I'm curious to see how Scott and Blumhouse portray him in the third movie. I hope he gets a redemption arc, but again, we'll talk about that in a minute. So yeah, the Fnaf 2, exploring the Fnaf 2 location was amazing. The deaths were all cool as well. There was some humour in there as well. But yeah, the brutal scene of one of the investigators who gets killed by Mangle. And the thing is, right, during this moment when the toys attack the paranormal investigators. I can see that Michael, did you guys notice that Michael was a bit shocked as well? And this is what I mean with the acting with Michael. You could see that this is what his intentions were. He wanted, Charlotte to come back and have a body to possess or something. But you could also see that he was really shocked about what was happening. When the light started to flicker and stuff, you could tell like, oh, this is happening. And then when Mangle attacks one of the boys, like, you could tell there was, there's more to this character than just like an evil villain who wants to bring back William Afton's legacy, his father's legacy. You can tell like he's not fully in it. So it's very, very interesting, and that's what I mean about Fnaf 3. I hope he gets a redemption arc and he realises, his father, But we'll talk about that in a minute, because I have some big theories about Fnaf 3. And anyway, but all of that, the puppet piranhas was funny, really, really cool. I like those scenes, and when they were in the water. That scene when they were in the water was actually really scary. I thought that, and they're just little puppets and they looked insane. So yeah, and the other death as well with McKenna. So when McKenna goes down to the music box, she turns off the music box, which I'm pretty sure Vanessa put there. I think that's what the law was behind it. Like Vanessa put that box there to keep Charlie asleep, which I really liked. And then McKenna turned it off, and just like the games, if you stop winding the music box, the puppet gets out. And unfortunately, McKenna gets attacked by the puppet and then gets possessed by the puppet. And again, this is another big thing that I really liked about this movie, and probably the scariest moments in the movie is the puppet possession. McKenna as the puppet, possessed McKenna, possessed Lisa, whatever you want to say. I'm just going to say McKenna. When McKenna's possessed by the puppet, those are the scariest scenes in the movie, in my opinion. They really are, and I'm really glad they did that, because, like I said, everybody wanted the FNAF 2 movie to be scarier, and the puppet was a big part of that, in my opinion. So when McKenna gets possessed and she's like crawling around, and the eyes and the makeup on the face, it's so good. And yeah, so I'm really, really happy with those moments with the puppet, and yeah, it's the scariest part of the movie. So yeah, and then when she gets possessed, you can tell Michael's bricking it. He leaves the FNAF 2 location, and he's like, "Welcome back, Charlotte." So yeah, he's pretty scared as well. So you can tell he's not fully in it. I'm trying to keep it as brief as I can, guys. I'm going to ramble about this because I've wanted to talk about this for a very long time. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry, my camera died, so the camera might have shifted a little bit. But yeah, the toy section, FNAF 2, the Michael Afton section was so good, and all the deaths and everything were more brutal as well. And I forgot which one. Was it Tio? One of them. The one who gets killed by Mangle, and you see his you hear the noises of Mangle chewing him up, and his hand falls down on the camera. Like, some of these scenes are brutal, guys, and as you know, because you should be watching it after you've seen it, this video. But yeah, those scenes were crazy. And again, like I said, Freddie Carter's acting as Michael was my favourite character. Very, very interesting character, and I'm excited to see more. But yeah, I know I've said this earlier, but everybody in this movie is fantastic. All the actors, McKenna, the paranormal investigators, everybody. Yeah, so Abby is missing her friends at the FNAF 1 location, and Mike tries to do a lie and just say I'll fix them, but he doesn't actually know where they are. But the FNAF 1 location is still up. As we know, somebody else is in there too. But yeah, Piper misses her friends. They had a good bond in the first movie, and yeah, so they do actually go back, and Abby realizes that the animatronics are not there, and she finds the Faz Talker. And I actually really like this. I think this is a really good item in the movie, like a good. Sorry, I accidentally pressed it. But yeah, from the second game, the Atari sounds that Scott used in the mini game. I actually think this is a really smart idea. I think this is great. Like, I don't know, whoever come up with this idea with the Faz Talker, you are great, because I loved that. I loved it. I think it's a really cool thing, like the Faz Talker, and that is used by Charlotte to communicate with Abby and manipulate her into coming to the Fnaf 2 location and find toy Chica and the other toys and set them free. We'll go to that part. We'll skip to that part when Abby goes to the Fnaf 2 location and meets toy Chica. Now, toy Chica is not William Afton. Okay, I had to say it. Yeah, let's talk about the toys a little bit. The voice actors for all the toys, absolutely amazing. I saw that people were a little bit worried about Megan Fox being toy Chica. I think Megan Fox did amazing, and a lot of people did too. So Megan Fox did so good. Kellen as Toy Freddy, Matt Pat as Toy Bonnie as well. All the voices were amazing. I feel like they all fit together too. They all had a different like variety with each voice, but they, you know, with voices for each character, they've all got to flow together like in a group. I know we didn't see them all together talking, but I imagine like all the toys on stage with each voice, and I feel like they would flow really well together like a family. So I was really happy with that. Mangle does not have a voice in this. She's just garble, just like the second game. But yeah, all the voices were great. I'm very, very happy with them, and they all did great. So yeah, if you ever watch this video, Kellen, Matt, Pat, or Megan, you did great. Really, really, really good. So I'm very happy about the voices. They were all good. Anyway, so yeah, Abby meets toy Chica, and obviously toy Chica is manipulating Abby into setting them all free, because that's what Charlie wants. Basically, we'll talk about this now. The puppet is the only one possessing the location, which is interesting, because back in the day, we thought that the Withers were possessed, or the toys might have been possessed, but no. In the movie universe, Charlie is the only one possessed, and she's controlling all of the animatronics there, all of the toys and the Withers as well, which surprised me. But yeah, she's the one controlling everything with like the signal. She just controls them all basically. She's trying to find a way out because it's a security system in this location where they cannot leave the location. They can't just leave. So I remember back in the day, I remember maybe making a video about this, or people saying like, why don't the animatronics just leave if they're possessed? Now we know it's a security system, so they can't just leave and get out. Because the signals will like stop them from leaving. Like they lose control basically, and they can't leave. So yeah, there you go. We'll talk about the location again soon with the Withereds. But yeah, let's talk about Vanessa's dream sequence, nightmare sequence with William Afton, and one specific part that we've got to address, right? Circus Baby. How insane was that, guys? Did you guys see that come in? Because that scene is so good, and Circus Baby looks amazing. But yeah, let's talk about the dream sequence with Vanessa and William Afton. So basically, Mike tells Vanessa to try and go back to her dreams, go back to her memories, and try and like therapy, right? Like go back and try and face her nightmares, face her father, and you know, get rid of it. Because Vanessa has like a spinning class, and she keeps getting nightmares and hallucinating her dad because of what happened. I think it's 2 years ago when Vanessa unfortunately gets stabbed by her father in the climax of the first movie. So yeah, she's not doing too good right now, and she's can't escape her past with her father, which is understandable because, you know, she's been through a lot. So in the spin class, she's basically seen her father, and she's getting attacked by different stages, like the yellow rabbit and withered yellow rabbit and stuff, and seeing her father screaming at her and stuff like that. So yeah, she's got a lot of trauma. I think the spinning class was an interesting choice, I can't lie. I wish they picked a different area or something. Like it would have been really cool to see like the yellow rabbit like maybe back at the Fnaf 2 location or another location and she's hallucinating it or something, or just somewhere more vibrant or just different. I don't know, like I just felt like the spin class, we've just seen the yellow rabbit in a spin class, I don't know. I feel like they could have picked a different environment, like even a park or something, like seeing like the yellow rabbit like lurking in the forest or like behind trees or something, or just a different environment. I feel like it would have been better if they picked differently. But yeah, it was still cool to see Matthew Lillard back in those scenes and the yellow rabbit. But yeah, dream sequence. So the dream sequence was really cool. I really liked it. Very nightmarish, very Fnaf 4 vibey, which I really liked. And yeah, so Vanessa hides. So Vanessa tries to face her father, and then she gets scared straight away because, you know, it's a lot to deal with. And she runs away and she goes into William Afton's workshop in the attic of the Afton house, and she goes back to her younger self because this is like a flashback memory, definitely a flashback where she's hiding from her father, because William Afton's saying to her, which is interesting by the way, that he says to her, like, you have a purpose. And what is that purpose exactly? Is it to possess Circus Baby? I don't know. Or is it to is it to be used as bait for William Afton to use? William Afton using her as bait to kill kids, right? Because we know now that William Afton gives her Garrett's plane and gives her different items from other victims. We've got to talk about that as well, by the way. Actually, we'll talk about that now. Sorry, I completely forgot to mention this. The box that was in the trailer, we theorised about this too. The box has the victims' items, or it might be like Vanessa's items, because Garrett's plane's there. It's like a bag of marbles and a mirror. I don't know whether those are the Garrett's plane is a victim's item, yes, but I don't know if the other ones are victims too, or those are just like from Vanessa's childhood. I don't know. I'm going to assume they're all victims, and that's what William Afton does. William Afton kills kids, and then he gives an item from each victim to Vanessa as a trophy. And I think that might be the Fnaf 4 box, guys. I do think that's what Scott's intentions were, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. And I feel like that would work anyway. Like, the Fnaf 4 box is in William Afton's house, he's in the Afton house, it's Fnaf 4, and inside the box are like trophies from William Afton's victims. I feel like that would, I think that's good. I think that's a good thing to be in the box, right? Like, I feel like that works well. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up. Hides in the attic. We see William Afton. Matthew Lillard is amazing as William Afton. Obviously, it's Matthew Lillard. And then she looks up and she sees Circus Baby, and Circus Baby looks at her. Like, that scene was, I got chills. I got chills seeing Circus Baby for seeing that scene. So I do actually, you know, obviously for me, I already knew Circus Baby was going to be in the movie because I went to the film set and I did meet Circus Baby, and I'm excited to show you guys that footage next week. But yeah, seeing it in the movie, she looked terrified, and that look at Vanessa is so cool. And I really hope in the future we see more Circus Baby. I don't know if that was just like a little Easter egg. It felt like more than an Easter egg to me. Because she's not just in the background, she has a scene where she looks at Vanessa. So I do think, hopefully, we get a sister location game, I don't know, or we'll see. We'll talk about that. Did I say game? I meant movie. But yeah, Circus Baby, that dream sequence was cool. And then I felt like I feel like it got dealt with quite quickly. So Vanessa gets a gun out and she shoots her father. And then he says, like, you'll always be my girl, or you'll always be mine, and then he dies. I felt like that was a bit quick, in my opinion. I feel like maybe I think she should have woke up after seeing Baby, and she's still, throughout the movie, she's still trying to deal with her father. And then at the end, we have another dream sequence or something like that, where she faces him again, and then she's free. Right, she's free from William Afton. I feel like that would have been better if we went back again, and because I felt like it got dealt with quite quickly. But yeah, that's just my opinion. Like I said, guys, I've been talking for ages. Let's talk about the the class with Toy Chica. When Toy Chica kills, I think his actor's called Wayne. Yes. So Wayne Knight as the robotics teacher was awesome. I really liked him. There's some really good humour in that, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I feel like Wayne Knight was great as the mean teacher. But yeah, his death with Toy Chica, like, that was crazy. When Toy Chica grabs his head and she goes, I just want to see what's inside your head. And he gets crushed and she's like, oh, exactly like I thought, nothing. That was good. I thought his death was fun, and Toy Chica was Toy Chica's brutal in this. It's very brutal. Abby goes to the location and she meets the toys, and she meets Toy Chica and stuff, and they're friendly with her, right? Because Charlie is manipulating her to be set free. So Vanessa goes to the location, and she obviously gets caught by the puppet McKenna, who is possessing the puppet's possessing her, right? And so Vanessa and Charlie do have a relationship. You know, they were best friends back in the day, and Vanessa's the one who gave her set up the music box to keep her calm. So it's cool because Charlie doesn't want to kill Vanessa, and she just wants to be set free to revenge on all the parents that didn't listen to her. So I do like that relationship between them, that she doesn't want to harm or hurt Vanessa, and she just wants to be set free and, rage on the town. But yeah, Vanessa does go in and she gets caught by the puppet, and Vanessa knows the code to set them free. So Abby and Toy Chica, I love this. Abby and Toy Chica are in the office, and Toy Chica's like this looking at the camera. And then, yeah, Vanessa gives the code, and then they're set free. And that allows Toy Chica to go to class. And I've skipped a little bit. I should have said this before the Wayne Knight scenes, but they all get set free. And Toy Freddy goes to Fazfest, and Toy Bonnie goes to a house, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I did like that. I thought that was really cool. So yeah, let's talk about the Withereds now real quick. So later on, Mike goes to the Fnaf 2 location and finds Vanessa, because Vanessa's been trapped by the puppet and shoved in a locker, which was quite funny. Can you imagine just the McKenna just shoving her in a locker? But anyway, the Withereds, the Withered animatronics. So I haven't even mentioned this, Jim Henson, because I say this all the time. Jim Henson Company, you did amazing with the toys, you did amazing with the Withereds, you did amazing with the puppet, like, you did amazing with everything. So yeah, we knew that because Jim Henson is fantastic, and they're going to do great in the third movie. So yeah, I can't really say much else. So yeah, the Withereds looks amazing. So Mike goes to the location, and we do get a Fnaf 2 gameplay sequence. We get a Fnaf 2 gameplay sequence where Mike is trying to locate all of the animatronics, because now they're set loose. Toy Freddy's at Fazfest, Toy Bonnie's at one of the parents' house, and Toy Chica's at the school with Abby. And he's basically, what he's got to do is he's got to hack the signal and try and deactivate them. And that's obviously, that doesn't happen in Fnaf 2, we're just a night guard, but this is the gameplay sequence with Mike. He's trying to locate the animatronics and deactivate them as well. While we'll talk about Vanessa with Mangle in a bit, but Vanessa goes and leaves him and deals with Mangle and tries to hunt down the toys and stop them from causing chaos in the village. So yeah, while Mike's dealing with this, Balloon Boy pops up. Balloon Boy pops up in front of the monitor, and Mike rips his head off and throws him away. And both times I've been to the cinemas, everybody cheered and clapped at that scene. I think Scott did that intentionally. Balloon Boy got absolutely destroyed. So yeah, I forgot to talk about Balloon Boy in the water, by the way, with the propellers. That was cool as well, before the office segment. So yeah, so basically what happens is the puppet realises what's going on while she's inside Toy Chica, because the puppet's inside Toy Chica at this moment, right? So again, I forgot to talk about this. I'm sorry, because there's a lot going on. But McKenna, Lisa, is dead when Mike gets in. It's very brief, but Mike comes in, sees the Withereds for the first time, and then leaves. And then McKenna he doesn't notice McKenna, but she looks dead. I'm pretty sure she is dead in that room. So the puppet leaves her body and is now inside Toy Chica's chest cavity. Okay. I feel like only Fnaf fans will understand that, but yeah. So the puppet realises what's going on, and she activates the prototypes. So these are not even possessed, or maybe they were and they got set free, who knows. But yeah, the puppet activates the prototypes, the Withered, and they hunt Mike down. So yeah, I wish, right, and don't hate me on this, I wish this segment with the Withered was longer, because we don't see them that much, I'll be real. I still found the gameplay really cool, of Mike dealing with the Withered and stuff, but I felt like it was quick. And I understand why, because there's a lot going on in this movie. But I think that's one of my critiques of this movie, is that we didn't get enough of the Withereds and even the toys and stuff. I feel like we could have got more with Toy Bonnie and Toy Freddy. But like I said, I understand why, because there's so many characters. Like, you know, you can't do everything in a movie unless you make it 3 hours or whatever. But yeah, I felt like the Mike dealing with the Withereds was a little bit short. I felt bad for Toy Bonnie. Withered Bonnie, sorry. So Withered Bonnie comes through the vent, and he comes through the vent, he's like trying to get through, and then Mike just puts the vent back up, and then we never see Withered Bonnie again. So Withered Bonnie's just like, oh, okay, see you later, guys. Yeah, that's it. But I guess that's kind of like the games, right? Like that is the gameplay. That's what we do. Like, we put on the mask and then they just go away. But that's what happens with Toy Chica Withered Chica and Withered Freddy. So Withered Freddy's the first, and he actually does the pose from the game. I love stuff like that. That is freaking amazing. And you know, he puts the mask on, and we actually see the scanning of the animatronics and stuff. And he's like, scanning animatronic, and then he goes back. I feel like they did the best that they could do to explain that, because, you know, coincidentally, the mask is there, and Mike's like, no way this will work. I wish they could try to explain it more, on how Mike kind of just guessed to put the mask on. It would have been better if Vanessa told him about it. It would have been better if Vanessa said, you know, this mask will help you. Previous night guards used it, or something like that. Previous night guards used this mic as protection. The animatronics don't know that you're a human if you put on this mask. I feel like that would have been way more, you know, I feel like that would have been simple, because Vanessa knows everything about these locations and stuff. She knows everything, and the mask is there. I wish Vanessa just said, look Mike, I'm gonna go, but use this mask. If you see an animatronic get into the office, use this mask, it will help you. I feel like that would have been a better explanation as to why, you know, Mike uses the mask, but it, you know, it is what it is. So yeah, again, like Withered Chica was really good in this. When Withered Chica tries to grab him and he puts on the mask, and Withered Chica's the most terrifying one in my opinion. Just like the games, like Withered Chica was crazy. What was I gonna say? So yeah, one of the critique about this section is they felt slow. So I know that's kind of ironic to say, because I said that this thing's too short. I just meant the animatronics were slow in these scenes. So, for example, when Mike's on the computer, he sees Withered Chica in the office, and then it's like a few minutes later, while he's still doing the computer, then Chica turns up. So, like, you know, they're very slow. well, I guess you could just say they're slow because the old prototypes are they're really slow moving compared to the games, I guess. But yeah, it just felt a bit slow. And then Withered Foxy turns up, right? And Withered Foxy's my favourite, just like Phone Guy. And I loved it because, you know, Withered Foxy knows the difference. He tries to put on the mask and Mike's like, oh, it's not working, what's going on? But again, it felt a bit slow because Withered Foxy's there and he's like, oh, it's not working. And then he's trying to hack the mainframe and Withered Foxy's just like, doesn't do anything, right? And he gets time to, you know, deactivate them. And that's it. That's the last time we see the Withereds, unfortunately. So yeah, I do wish we got more Withereds. I don't know how they would do it though, I guess, because that is maybe just some more Fnaf 2 gameplay, I think. But yeah, I understand I understand why. I wish that we got more Withereds and it was a bit longer, but I understand why. I hope that makes sense. I understand why it was short, because in the back of my head, what else could they do with that section? So yeah. And then let's talk about the toys now and Mangle on top of Vanessa's van. When she's going around looking for the animatronics and stuff. I felt like that section was cool. The part where you actually see a shot of the van and Mangle on top of the vehicle was so cool. That was a really cool scene. I really enjoyed that. And then obviously Vanessa crashes. And then Mangle tries to get her. It's funny though because, you know, I know it's a movie, but we were talking about it like like Mangle's just like chilling on top of the van the whole time. I thought, you know, thinking about it like that is quite funny. But yeah, like how would Mangle be on the van? Like, did Vanessa go in the van and then Mangle like crept on top of it or something? Do you know what I mean? Like, but we don't think about that, right? It's just a cool scene. It's Fnaf, guys. It's Fnaf. But yeah, that Mangle scene was really cool. And Vanessa's very lucky because you know what happened to the first paranormal investigator. Vanessa is very, very lucky she managed to get away. But yeah, Toy Freddy at Fazfest again. I felt that was cool. I felt that was a bit short. I do think that there are some more scenes, but they've cut them because Fazfest was pretty big, guys. I was there. I was a cameo in the movie, but you don't really see me. I'm like a brief millisecond at the end, and you see Raz and Ryan as well as the cameos, very, very briefly. But yeah, that. I felt like they could have done more stuff with Fazfest. It was very short, but I understand why they've cut stuff. But yeah, Toy Freddy with Kellen and the voice. So yeah, that's the main plot, guys. That's the puppet's plan, is to get revenge on the parents who were there at the location. She doesn't give a damn about William Afton. Well, he's dead now, so hopefully she knows that. But revenge on the parents for ignoring her and her getting killed and not doing anything. It all been swept under the rug, if that makes sense. Guys, I completely forgot to talk about Skeet as Henry. I thought that was cool as well, and it worked really good. You know, Skeet is really upset that everybody's celebrating Fnaf again, celebrating the mystery behind Freddy Fazbear's Pizza and the murders, and they're doing Fazfest now, and he puts posters up saying like, you know, murder or whatever, Freddy's his murder or something like that. Then Mike sees one of the flyers at the Fnaf 1 location and goes and meets him, and yes, so Skeet plays Henry, Charlie's father, and he talks about like he was so caught up with work that it happened, and he thought it was just an accident, and then the 5 kids went missing, and he realised that William Afton's the murderer. And you know, I really liked that a lot. It didn't go too in depth with it. It didn't say like Mike, like I worked with William or whatever. But you know, it was obvious that they had a connection. He was like it's crazy how you can be so close with somebody and the devil's right there. He said something like that. So I felt like Skeet was great. I just wish we had more of him. I do wish we had more of Henry. I wanted a flashback with Henry and William, and that's what I was expecting. So when Henry was talking to Mike about what happened, I was thinking there was going to be a flashback of maybe Henry going to the pizzeria and seeing what's happened, or him being in the parts and service when all of this is happening. Something like that, or just like an interaction between Henry and William. I think they're saving that for the third movie. I feel like we're going to get all the flashbacks with Henry and William in the third movie. So yeah, again, I get why they've done that. Kind of like the first movie, we see a little bit of William Afton, and then we get more of him now. We see a little bit of Henry in the second movie, we're going to get more of him in the third movie. So yeah, I do wish we got more of him though. But yeah, it's just a build-up, guys. It's a build-up for the third movie, so I understand. Anyway, the toys. So yeah, the toys are going around trying to kill the parents because of revenge. And Toy Freddy goes to one, and the parents are like, what is going on? He throws like a hot dog at him. I thought that was funny. Or when Toy Bonnie goes in and he's friendly with the kid, and then tries to kill the parents, and he says, like, you know, parents, like adults are terrible, like they all deserve to die, something like that, you know what I mean? Because like I said, just like the games, guys, like with Fnaf 2, like what does Phone Guy say? He says like the toy animatronics and the Withers are acting weird around adults.
But the characters have been acting very unusual, almost aggressive toward the staff. They interact with the kids just fine, but when they encounter them themselves, they just stare. And, you know, this is exactly why the puppet just wants revenge on the adults, on parents, because she didn't get listened to in 1982, right? So I think some people are a bit confused by that. I asked people about it, and I was like, why are the toys trying to attack adults? So maybe that needed to be explained a bit more in the movie. I understood it straight away, but some people might not. The puppet's getting revenge on the parents at that location. That's what I got. I don't think the puppet just targeted random adults. I think she was going to specific locations to the parents that were there at the time when she got killed by William. So yeah, Toy Bonnie as well. Matt Pat's voice is so good. I really like Matt Pat's voice. I think it's very cute, and I feel like it fits Toy Bonnie quite well. I liked it, and I know a lot of people did too. So yeah, I was very happy with Toy Bonnie's voice. Another really cool scene is when Vanessa drives through the house and Mangle just goes woo and squishes Toy Freddy. That was fun. And at that point, guys, that's when Mike deactivates them, by the way, deactivates them all. And yeah, they all get deactivated. That is it for now. And then it's the finale time. So the finale is Toy Chica still active. And the reason why Toy Chica is still active is because she's William. No, the puppet's still inside of her. So the puppet still has control of Toy Chica. And Toy Chica takes Abby home. Obviously, Mike's at the location, and Vanessa's running Toy Freddy over and crashing into houses. But yeah, so that happens, and then yeah, I really like this scene. So Toy Chica starts glitching, and then Abby looks, and then the casing of Toy Chica breaks, and then the puppet breaks out. That was really cool. So now the puppet is possessing Abby, not McKenna, and we'll talk about that in a minute. So I forgot to say as well, Skeet, Henry, gives Mike a new music box. Again, don't know how I feel about that, like with that plot of getting a new music box, and that being like the reason why the puppet gets defeated in the finale. But yeah, a bit of a coincidence, I think, because Skeet was like, Henry was saying, just have this box, can you take it back to the location? So yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. Let me know what you guys think. Just like it's just like a plot device, right? So yeah, they all go back to the house because Mike sees on the tracker that Toy Chica's at his house, right? And then they all go back. Vanessa gets there first, and then the Abionette
starts trying to find her and chase her. Piper did so good as the puppet possessing her. Piper did really good. I really enjoyed those scenes. They were terrifying, and you could tell she was having fun with it. She was laughing around, like being possessed and toying with Vanessa and playing hide and seek and stuff. Like, I loved that. I felt like that was great. Mike manages to save the day. He gets in the house and he plays the music box, and then we see the puppet like scurry away, which was really cool. I liked that. And just hiding in the back, and then Mike shuts the music box down. And when that happened, I was like, Mike, no, don't turn off the music box. That's the worst thing you can do. Why did you do that? But again, I guess he didn't understand the process of it. I don't know. But yeah. And then, guys, the toys come back. So the toys are all in and try to kill them all. And then Michael Afton walks in. So Michael Afton walks in, he gets his big reveal that I'm Michael Afton, like, join me, Vanessa, like, this is our father's legacy, this is what you were born to do, like, and then obviously Vanessa says no, and then the toys try and attack. So yeah, I like Michael Afton a lot. I feel like people might not like the evil side, like, because people thought that Mike was a good guy in the games. I don't know. But I don't think it's over for Michael Afton, guys. I feel like something's going to happen, whether he gets a redemption arc or something like that. We'll talk about that in a minute. I know this is going on for ages, but I want to talk about that. And I'm going to make a video on my thoughts on FNAF 3 and what they can do, because it's interesting. This video has gone on for ages. I do apologise. Anyway, the toys come in. And then what happens? Oh, sorry, I didn't talk about this bit either. So beforehand, Mike goes to the FNAF 1 location and asks for help. And then nothing happens, right? He looks around, he's like, please help us, and nothing happens. So, you know, the audience think that, like, yeah, where are the FNAF 1 animatronics? Like, they're dead, like, they're not coming back. People might think that scene's a little bit like, Mike, what are you doing? Like, you need to go back to the house or whatever. So I get that. It was a little bit like, oh, okay. But I know why that they did, you know, I know why Emma and Scott did that, is to show, like, people think like, oh, the toys are not, the FNAF 1 animatronics, I can't help, like, they're gone. Where are they? So yeah, the finale is really cool. It's like Avengers, guys. It's like the Avengers. What we are FNAF. You know what I was talking about, like the memes when everyone's like, we are Five Nights at Freddy's, and like all the animatronics are together. That's literally what happens, guys. The finale is the FNAF 1 animatronics saving the day, and I really liked it. Everybody started screaming and cheering when this happened. Of, you know, Foxy. Who was the first one to kill? I can't remember who dies first. Isn't it? No, not Mangle. Did Toy Bonnie gets killed first by Foxy. Toy Bonnie gets stomped on by Foxy. I thought that was really cool. And then I think it's Freddy next. Freddy rips apart Toy Freddy. And then Bonnie rips apart Mangle. And then Chica kills Toy Chica at the end. I thought that was great. I really enjoyed that. And I actually really liked the scene when the FNAF 1 animatronics started glitching and deactivating, because, you know, they've left the location, but the power of the spirits gave them enough energy to leave the location and save them, right? And then we see the Golden Freddy spirit talk to Mike and say, like, look, we're going now, we're going to heaven. But we've got something to tell you, buddy. So he's still there, he's alive, and I don't think he says it like this is just me saying it, just a quick summary. He's getting strong, and, you know, he's going to come back, so be prepared. That's obviously talking about Springtrap, William Afton, because that's what they were doing. So the FNAF 1 animatronics, I'm pretty sure they were in the secret room with Springtrap, like, using their energy to keep him at bay, to keep him trapped there. And then Mike says, help us. And then they're like, oh, okay. So they all go and save them, but then they all get set free. So yeah, I thought that was cool. I thought that was really cool. I loved the scene when the Golden Freddy kid was saying, like, you know, he's there and he's going to get strong now because we can't hold him back. I loved that. I thought that was really cool. And again, I think if people watch the first movie, I think people will understand that, like what they're talking about, right? Sorry, I forgot about Michael Afton. So after all this happens, Michael Afton runs away because his plot failed, right? So what Michael wanted to do, he basically used Charlotte to keep the legacy of William Afton going. He just wanted to kill people. He wanted to kill the whole town, and he used Charlotte. He used the puppet to do that. So he's behind the scenes as well. So I know Charlotte's like doing basically the puppet's doing all the dirty work for him. So the puppet thinks that Michael Afton is helping her do what she wants, but in his head, he's using her to kill people to keep William Afton's legacy going. So I hope that makes sense. Maybe they could have explained that a little bit more. That's what I got out of it anyway. That that when Michael lets McKenna in to the Fnaf 2 location at the start of the film, and the puppet possesses McKenna, and he says, "Welcome back, Charlotte." That's his reason. Like, he's doing that because he's making friends with Charlotte and allowing this all to happen and for her to be set free and kill people. And he's doing that because he wants, to continue his father's legacy in killing people. I hope that makes sense. So yeah, that's what I got out of it anyway. And obviously his plans now failed, and he tries to leave, and then Theodore clotheslines him, and Theodore comes back into the house, and then he escapes. It's a little detail, guys, but you do see Michael Afton's night guard badge on the grass to show that he's alive and he's left. So yeah, Theodore, I can't believe you let him get away. That's the first thing I thought, like, why have you let him get away? Like, you've just let him escape. But yeah, that's obviously to show that he's coming back for the third movie, and I've got some thoughts about that, but I might leave that for another video, guys, like my theories on FNAF 3. I'll keep it brief really quick. I think Michael will have a redemption arc. I think we're going to get flashbacks of him as a kid getting experimented on by William, and I think we're going to get the FNAF 4 house, and we're going to get some Nightmare cameos, or something like Nightmare animatronic cameos, and his redemption arc is going to be the fire at the Fazbear Frights. I don't know. Maybe Henry will do that, but I don't know. Maybe Scott will decide to keep Michael evil. But I do think he's going to die in the third movie, maybe. Or it's going to tease Sister Location, and that game's going to be about Freddie Carter going back to Sister Location. I don't know. We'll see. I hope they do something like that. But again, that's for another video. But everything's like all nice and happy. Not. Mike says to Vanessa, like, I can't trust you anymore, which I understand. From the first movie, Mike already didn't trust Vanessa after that, learning that William Afton's her father, right? And then the second movie, he learns that there's another location. He learns that Vanessa was Charlie's best friend, and she got murdered. And then he learns that she's got a brother called Michael Afton, who's done this whole plot for the second movie, like trying to kill people. I can understand why Mike's like, look, I'm done. This is it. Like, I can't deal with you anymore. Like, you've lied to me again. And I think even Michael Afton says that. He says to like Mike, oh, Vanessa always keeping secrets or something like that. Not the talkative, doesn't say anything. So yeah, they're done. But before that happens, before the ending, guys, she gets possessed by the puppet. She gets possessed by the puppet, and then it ends there. So yeah, Vanessa in the third movie is going to be possessed. I don't know how they're going to tie it all together for the third movie. It's going to be pretty intense. It's going to be pretty crazy. So, ending scene after the credits. We get to see Springtrap, the Springtrap reveal. I think that whole end credit scene was insane. FNAF 3 vibes all around. I really, really enjoyed that. We found a real one. And we see Springtrap there, covered by a plastic cover, and the eye lights up. I thought that was so good. That whole scene, again, one of my favourite scenes in the movie, is a core FNAF fan. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. And then right at the end of the credits, we get Henry's speech. We get Henry saying some FNAF 6 lines, which was really cool. Talking to Mike, telling him that revealing now that Henry was his business partner. And there's that, yeah, really, really cool. And I don't know if he gets attacked by the puppet at the end, I don't know. But yeah, something happens with him. And he actually tells him there's more animatronics as well. He doesn't just talk about the puppet, he says, I'm gonna tell you where there's more animatronics. So what's gonna happen in FNAF 3? We'll have to wait and see, because that was interesting. Maybe he was referring to Springtrap, I don't know. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Also, I haven't even mentioned Shadow Bonnie. You guys saw Shadow Bonnie at the FNAF 2 bit? That was really cool. Didn't see Shadow Freddy though. I wonder if there's any more Easter eggs like JJ or Shadow Freddy or Endo Easter eggs, I don't know. But it was really cool. There was some really cool references as well in this whole movie. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, guys. Like I said, this was better than the first movie. They took a dive with this one. They took a jump, and I think it paid off. I think for FNAF fans, I think core audience as well. I think some people might be a bit confused by things because there's a lot going on in this movie. But like I said, Scott's done this for the fans, mainly for the fans, and I feel like most of the fan base will enjoy this movie. Like I said, there's a lot going on in a short amount of time, so I do think the Withereds didn't get enough screen time, in my opinion. The toys as well, like I don't think we got much of the toys too, compared to the first movie with the FNAF 1 animatronics. So yeah, just a lot going on, and I feel like we could have got more William Afton as well. Some more William Afton flashbacks, some more Henry, more Withereds, and some of the toys as well. But what I mean by the toys, I mean Toy Freddy and Toy Bonnie. I feel like they got cut a little bit, but I understand why, because of Abby and Toy Chica. Like Toy Chica was the main animatronic in this movie, in my opinion, other than the puppet. But all in all, I feel like I understood the plot well. I understood the puppet's intentions. I understood, like, she's like the conductor, right? And she's controlling all of these animatronics. And I understood her motive as well. And I understand Michael Afton too a little bit as well. So I understand what Mike was trying to do. I don't think it was shown clearly in the movie. I feel like there should have been a scene. Do you know when McKenna gets possessed? I feel like there should have been a scene where Michael was like, I'm here to help you. I'm here to get... I know what you want. You want to be set free. I can help you. And then I feel like that would have helped a lot, because then everybody would have understood that they're working together. Like their plan is working together. Obviously, the puppet doesn't know Michael's intentions for Afton's legacy, but I feel like that would have worked, where Michael said, like, I'm here to help you. Like, I can get what you want. I can set you free. And the puppet listens to him, and then they join together. Do you know what I mean? I feel like that would have worked well. Just an interaction between Michael and the puppet, rather than Michael running out and escaping. So an interaction between them would have helped with the plot a lot, with Mike's intentions and why they're working together, right? Because it's very sudden. Like, Michael comes in and the toys don't attack him. Like, you know, it would have been better if it was like that. But yeah, like I said, guys, there's a lot to say. And I've already spoke for like an hour or something, but I really enjoyed it. Better than the first movie, a lot of action, intense, scarier than the first movie, and it had some really good moments, some funny moments as well. It's fun. It's a fun movie, better than the first one, and I do still agree that Blumhouse and Scott and Universal listened to the fans. The fans wanted it to be scarier. They wanted to see some more action with the animatronics and more gore and stuff like that, and they listened. And I think it was very difficult to do a movie about this game and this plot all in one movie, with the toys and the Withereds and the puppet and everything all together, to close the story for the third movie with Springtrap. I think they did the best that they could, in my opinion. Some plot issues, of course, but they did the best that they could, and I'm very happy with the movie. And like I said, better than the first movie. And that's all I wanted. I just wanted it to be better than the first movie, and I think they did well. And like I said, there are some plot issues that I've tried to give alternatives to. Obviously, we can't do anything now, but just like little things like Mike interacting with the puppet and stuff like that. And yeah, that's all I've got to say, guys. Like I said, I enjoyed it. I think it was great. What am I going to give it? I forgot what I gave the first movie. I can't remember what I said. I can't remember what I gave the first movie. Let's say I gave the first movie an 8 out of 10. I'd give this movie like a, I don't know, better, maybe like an 8.5 or something. I'm going to go back. I'm going to say like the first movie was like a 7 out of 10. I'm going to give this movie an 8 or an 8.5 out of 10, in my opinion. So yeah, it's better than the first movie. I enjoyed it. All the acting, it's great. It's great. It's great. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it too. And let me know your thoughts, guys. Let me know your thoughts and reviews in the comment section, please. Let me know what you thought about the movie. Did you like it? Did you think it was better? Did you not like it? All opinions are open here, guys, in this comment section. It's completely cool. Don't worry about it. If you didn't like the movie, that's fine. Just give a good reason why, please, and just be respectful. You know, any comments like this movie was garbage, and they don't say, you know, rude stuff like that. Like, come on, guys. You know, at the end of the day, it's just a movie. This movie was made to be fun for the fans, and you know, so I did see some critics recently, like absolutely like panning the movie and saying stuff like, you know, some pretty dumb stuff, I'm not gonna lie, respectfully, about like the Fnaf fans and stuff. At the end of the day, guys, just like the first movie, I don't think critics are gonna understand. Like, if you don't know Fnaf at all, like, I feel like, you know, people are not gonna get it. But like, I feel like if people watch the first movie and watch this second one, I feel like it's quite, you know, I feel like you'd understand it. I don't know. But I've played the games for 11 years, so it's hard to say, right? I don't know. But yeah, curious to see what you all think. And thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be making videos of the future, like all the Easter eggs in the FNAF 2 movie. What's next? I want to talk about FNAF 3 so bad, guys. I've got some really cool ideas. Hello, guys. Real quick, my camera just died and I've got no batteries, so this is going to be my outro for the video. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I love you all. And let me know your thoughts, please, in the comment section. And yeah, my camera's terrible on my phone, guys. It's broke, so yeah. Sorry, I have to do this because I don't have any battery left. And yeah, but yeah, bye, guys. Love you. Let me know your thoughts. Bye.